My name is Nick Perkins. I'm the chef of Hearts and Servos in New York City, two kind of Mediterranean-leaning seasonal restaurants. So today we'll be making roasted and marinated peppers. We're going to start by just slicing garlic and toasting that in a little olive oil in the pan. We're going to build kind of the sauce that we are going to add the peppers to. It's really important that you have a pan that's going to really evenly heat, like this Lagostina pan. We're going to add our garlic. So once our garlic starts to get a little bit of color, we're going to add some capers to kind of fry in. And we can also put a little bit of a toast on the fennel seeds and our peppers. Just letting everything kind of sizzle together. The beauty of this dish is it's something that you can make ahead of time. The dish is only going to get kind of more flavorful and more complex as you let it sit. At this point, we're going to add in our onions, a bit of salt to help everything break down, and then we're just going to let this go. Let these onions get kind of soft and caramely a little bit. I was really fortunate to grow up with Italian grandparents in Italy. It really kind of gave me this appreciation for Italian food. That's kind of where I have always kind of gravitated towards with my own cooking. We're going to keep cooking down these onions a little bit, but our garlic has kind of a nice color and is getting really aromatic, and our peppers are starting to kind of release chili into the oil. So at this point, we can also start to add our tomatoes. We're going to want these to keep a bit of their shape and integrity, but also burst and give off their juices. Get some bay leaves in here, maybe a touch more salt for the tomatoes, and a bit of smoked paprika. So everything's getting pretty saucy. Our tomatoes are kind of starting to burst. We're gonna get oil-cured olives, a splash of white wine, and again, we're gonna just keep letting this all keep simmering together. We should toss some basil and some fresh oregano in at this point, kind of like sizzle those herbs in and kind of get them to kind of cook out their flavor a little bit. At this point, this is a bit saucy and nice. Some of the tomatoes are still whole. All the ingredients are kind of like well cooked and simmered together. Here we have some roasted peppers. We're gonna simmer with our sauce. So these peppers you can do a variety of different ways. It kind of just depends on where you are and what you've got. You can slice them up, toss them in a little olive oil, sea salt, saute them in a pan. You can roast them in a pan and roast them half in the oven. After this kind of cooks for a few minutes together, everything's kind of evenly incorporated, then we're gonna take this off the heat and just let it sit and marinate. This is something that's really versatile. It can kind of go as a condiment, serve it with meat and cheese as kind of like an antipasto. For me, it's a very comforting dish, kind of goes with anything and is always really tasty.